Hello everyone and welcome to another segment of KWA Insider. I'm really excited because today we're going to be talking about Fight Night. Things have been heating up, so I'm really excited to get into game mechanics, player techniques, and so much more. We'll also be sitting down with LA Capa Customs to talk about his sponsorship role in the whole event. Not to mention, we'll be talking about the TK45C2 and some details of the event that we hosted with Quavo. So let's get into it. The T10 and T6 FDE variants are already released, so if you're looking for a new gun, make sure you go and check them out. Also, the TK45C2, the new variant of the TK45C, is going to be released very soon. We're looking at fall this year. The variant includes an updated stock and updated rail system, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled and stay tuned for it. We teamed up with Airsoft Atlanta, Speed QB, and Power Ops to bring Quavo an awesome birthday. We're going to go ahead and show you guys some clips, but not to mention DeeMoe also posted a video that's got almost 700,000 hits on YouTube. So make sure you guys check that out as well. Let's hop into the clip.
Yeah, man, we up 2-0, man. What's up?
The soldiers out!
Oh, y'all pulling shit out like that? Kill Ted rubber band grill.
Let's get into some of the details of Fight Night. We've got some awesome matches coming up. As the competition goes on, the competition just gets better. And the reason for this is the skill is increasing and increasing. As these players get on the field, see what they've got ahead of them, they're planning ahead and really making the best use of the time that they've got out there. One of the first matchups we're going to be talking about is Rangerette versus SYG Dom. Rangerette actually was just initiated into the team Biohazard, so we're looking forward to see how this new initiation gives him an outlook on playing the game. Dom is moving through his opponents quickly and efficiently. He's got this very laid-back attitude on the field, and it's one of the cooler things I think we've all been enjoying to watch. His movement is very calculated, he knows exactly what he's doing, and I think that he's even intimidating every single one of his opponents. So I know that Rhett versus Dom is going to be a matchup we're all waiting to see. I know this is going to be an interesting matchup because Rhett has gone against some very aggressive players so far, and I wonder if that's what's actually playing to his benefit, because he's able to go in very cool, calm, and collected, and he's going against some very aggressive playstyles and beating it with a very calculated movement. But that's going to be very similar to what Dom's been giving us, because Dom goes out there, is intimidating his opponents just by being laid back and relaxed. And so to see these two very chill opponents come up against each other, I'm definitely interested to see how that's going to play out. Next up, let's get into the matchup of Union Young versus Crisis from Slender. This one's going to be a really interesting matchup because Union Young has been playing very competitive this season. He's been going up against all different types of players and is just demolishing them in no time. He called out Manny and won in the quickest Fight Night matchup ever. So we're really excited to see him move on in this bracket. Crisis is also certainly making a name for herself in this space. She's currently 3-0 and beating every competitor that is in her way. The matchup against Rose was very awesome, very heated. We're really excited to see that people are winning against the matchups that they're calling out. Crisis versus Young is definitely going to be a spicy matchup. They're two known speed softers that haven't really versed against each other before, so we're really excited to see how this one plays out. We've also got Gunner versus Valiant on Biohazard. This matchup is going to be interesting to watch as well, as Gunner has been talking a real big game about his playstyles. He recently just lost his match with Union Virus, but because Virus cannot compete any further, Gunner is going to be taking his spot in the next movement. Valiant is quietly but quickly making his way through this bracket. He's going up against really well-known SoCal teams like 1S1K and LTD and still coming out on top. Valiant's gameplay has been very methodical. He's going about the field in a very thought-out way and making sure that his movements are planned before. I'm really interested to see how he goes up against Gunner, who's recently been going up against very quick, speed-soft movement styles. I know that this one is definitely going to be an interesting one to watch as well, so we'll all keep our eyes peeled. The main event is one we're all looking forward to. We've got TTG Ryan versus SYG Roosta. This one's gonna be super heated because Ryan has been moving through his competition bracket very efficiently, but I wonder if he's had a little bit of an advantage. It seems that Bill stepped over the line 2 times during their last matchup. So I wonder how Ryan is gonna go up against a very SpeedQB, highly competitive player. Rusta is also knocking out his competition one by one in a very SpeedQB SYG format. He knows his basics, he knows what he's sticking to, and he's definitely using those skills on the field. He recently went up against Joey from Asylum, and in a very intense gunfight, he took the win. So we're really excited to see him go up against Ryan in this very competitive style. Alright guys, I'm here with Sutton, the owner and founder of LA Capa Customs. How are you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing really good, thanks for asking. So tell us a little bit about LA Capa Customs. What is it?
Okay, yeah, so LA Capa Customs is one of the largest part suppliers of high Kappa parts really in the world, and we also do custom high Kappa builds and recently have been focusing on some custom manufacturing of high Kappa parts as well.
Wow. So tell me, why would somebody come to LA Capa Customs instead of shopping at Evic or any of these other popular stores that have high Kappa parts available?
Yeah, so we really have a few things that really separate us. One is that we are constantly getting different parts in and have one of the widest selections out of any store and carry some companies that not many others do. We also have the lowest prices in the US and will price match anybody else. And have next day shipping as well that's very affordable and cheap. So really wanting to stay budget friendly as people build their high Kappas and really be able to offer a one-stop shop for all their high Kappa needs.
I know we're all really interested to know, how is it being a young entrepreneur in the airsoft space?
At first it was a little bit intimidating, obviously, being younger and kind of with a new generation, but I think part of that too has been positive, just having a new kind of younger innovative light on things and kind of seeing where we can improve, and also really appealing to kind of the new younger generation that's kind of growing up and becoming more fond of this indoor airsoft competitive scene. So I think overall it's been a very positive experience. Talking
about the younger generation coming into airsoft, what's in the future for LA Capa Customs?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, we're planning on doing a lot of manufacturing projects. Currently we're working with factories over in China and Taiwan. We're making slides, barrels, magwells, and frames at the moment, and plan to expand and really are innovating these designs. We're working one-on-one with a CAD engineer over in California to develop these products. And really are trying to bring the next top quality airsoft high Kappa aftermarket parts to the market.
Wow, that sounds very inclusive and very high tech. I'm really looking forward to the things that you're going to produce. And so if someone is looking to get a new custom high Kappa, how can they do that on your website?
Yeah, so we have a couple different ways to do so. One, on our website we have a part picker and a builder so that you can actually go on in one place, and it's a drop down menu where you can actually select every single part of the high Kappa and it will show all the parts that we have in stock on our store. So it's a really easy drag and drop method if you're trying to, you know, customize it, whether you're just looking to build it in the future or are looking to purchase it right now. We also have a support team that answers all of our messages and can lay out a custom build for you. And then, like I said, have our custom builder where you can select all the parts. It'll show you the cost that we charge to build it and for the parts, and you can check out right there all in one step on our website.
That's really cool, actually. As somebody who started playing airsoft by building her own high Kappas, it's nice to have both options, because sometimes you want to learn on your own and sometimes you have a vision and you want somebody else to kind of execute it for you.
Yeah, and in the future we are currently working with our CAD engineer to develop a actual 3D software where you can drag and drop the parts and it'll update the high Kappa in 3D in real time. So I think that's something that a lot of people are going to be really interested in, being able to kind of see what it'll look like without actually having to build it.
What piqued your interest in sponsoring Fight Night?
So I really saw it as a unique opportunity. Again, Tom and everybody over at KWA is really innovative in the way that they market it, and having this kind of competitive TV show type atmosphere is something I really connected with and thought was a great idea. And so was really, glad and happy to be a part to continue to sponsor, not only to promote our brand, but to promote Speed QB and this kind of competitive scene in general with Airsoft.
I think high Kappas are most known for speed soft themed players. Do you think that that's a majority of your market right now?
I do think it is. We do have a big market for really just kind of a high-end tier Airsoft pistol, whether it's a sidearm for outdoor gameplays or for the Speed QB scene. I think it is definitely geared towards the more indoor atmosphere with the, high color, lots of colors, and really just kind of geared towards that speed style. But I mean, some of the high Kappas that we have can also really outrange almost any AEG as well.
And so what are your thoughts about the way Fight Night has been going so far? Is there anybody that you would pick you think is going to be the champion?
Personally, I think Dom is looking really well, watching some of his past performances. Have worked with Gunner before as well, so really rooting for him as well as Rose. But I think, Dom is really competitive, and with that high Kappa as well, I think he's going to go far. As well as Young has been really interesting to watch as well, just being a young player, really mobile and aggressive. So really kind of rooting for the high Kappa guys personally.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much, Latin, for joining us and giving us your insight into business and what you're doing right now. It's really awesome. I know we're all looking forward to seeing these really cool products come out into the market.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you saw today, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. We'll be coming out with more Fight Night videos and episodes in the future. We'll catch you on the next episode of KWA Insider.